Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry problem together. We are given a square and inscribed are two unequal circles. The big circle measures radius as 3, the small one measures radius as 2, and the two circles are touching each other at this point, and they also touch the sides of the square. And the question is asking us, what is the area of the shaded? Don't worry yourself. I will take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. Now, what you need to do for us to find the area of the shaded is simply, so we have area of shaded is simply we getting the area of the square, because that is where these two are in. So let's get the area of the square. And when you do that, you can now subtract these two areas. You know, when you subtract these two from the square, it gives you the shaded part. Did you see that? So it means minus area of the big circle. So we have area of the big circle, then minus area of the small circle. If we can do this, it gives us the area of the shaded. Now the question is, how do we find these areas? Let's take it one at a time. Now we're going to first get the area of the big circle. So if you do that, we have area of big circle. So we have area of big circle is going to be, we know that area is pi r squared. And from the big circle, the radius is 3. So it means that area is equal to pi, then 3 squared. 3 squared will give us 9. So it means that area of the big circle is 9 pi. So this is what we have for the big circle. Now what do we do next? Let's get the area of this small circle. So if you do that, we have area of the small circle is going to be area is pi r squared. So we have area will give us pi. Our radius for the small is 2. So you have 2 squared. And when you simplify this, it gives us area will give us 2 squared is 4. And that is 4 pi. So the area of the small circle is this. Now, what else do we need to get? We need to get the area of the square. Now, if you go back to the diagram, you observe that the length of the square is not given. But one thing special about square is that all the sides are equal. So if that is true, suppose we have this length here to be x, this length is x, then we can also say that this length is also equal to x. Now, what does it mean? It means for us to get the area we are going to have. Now, if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn through us. If you love what we do, don't forget to give us thumbs up, like, share this video, and if you are still new, why not subscribe for the more tips you will get? Make sure notification bell is on because you will get updates from us every day. Thank you, and let's keep doing this. So let's get the area of the square together. We have it that the area of the square is given as multiply these two sides. So we have area will be x times x, and that gives us area is equal to x squared. So this is what we have. But we need to find the value of this x. How do we get it? Let me show you. Now, what you need to do to get this is just remember that this is the center of the big circle. And this is also the center of the small circle. Remember, this point is where the two intersected. And we said that this is the point of tangency. Let's bring it out. So this point is our point of tangency. And obeying your tangency theorem, we have it that these 3 points, you see, these 3 points are collinear. They form a straight line. And if this is true, we can extend the line to touch the vertex of this square and also touch this vertex so that it will help us to find the value of x. So let's join it together to have this is what we have. This is this line. Join them together. So extend it. This is what you have. Extend this also. This is what you have. Did you see? So this is the diagonal of the square. Now, what do you do at this point? Remember also that this to this is the radius, which is 3. Is also the same as from here to here, which is also 3. Now, also notice that from here to here is 2. Automatically, this is also the radius, which is 2. The question is, how do we find this length? Please note that this length from here to here is not the same as the radius. You see that there is an extension here. So we need to know this total length and also know this total length for us to find the value of x. Now, what do you do? Remember that for each time you have a circle drawn and this circle comes in contact with the tangent, this line is the tangent line. We say that if the radius is dropped to touch this line at this point, it's always perpendicular. Now, observe that this line of the square has become the tangent of the circle because it's touching the circumference at this point. So if you obey this theorem, it means that this is the radius and it's going to right angle at this point. Did you observe that we have been able to form a right angle triangle? And also observe that from here to here is also the same as the radius, which is 2. Automatically, this tiny length is also going to be 2 units. So we are free to bring this part of the right triangle out so that we can get this length. Let's do it together to have. This is what we have. It right angles here. This length measures 2. From here to here measures 2. So what do? We want to find this. And this side is the longest side because it's the side opposite to this right angle. So to get it, let's say it's m, is going to be square the longest side. It should be equal to the square of the 2 legs summed. So it gives us 2 squared plus 2 squared. So we have m squared is 2 squared is 4 plus 4. So what do? M squared is, add this, it gives you 8. So to get the value of m, we have m is, just take the square root of 8, both the positive and negative, anytime you want to remove square. But at this point, the length of this should not be negative, so we are only going to take the positive. So we have m is equal to, remember, this 8 has a square number in it, and let's bring it out. And that is the same as the highest square number in this 8 is 4, and then 4 times 2, it gives you back 8. So we have m is equal to, split this, we have root 4 times root 2. So to give us m is square root of 4 gives you 2, so we have 2 root 2. The value of m here is this. It means that this tiny length here has given us 2 root 2. Now, what other information do we need? We need to know this length from here to here. We need to get it. Remember also that from here to here is the same as the radius, which is 3. And because this line is the tangent to the circle, is also perpendicular. So what does it mean? From here to here is what we are looking for. And we can also extend this. Just watch, extend it to touch this. This is also your radius, which is 3. And you see that this length is equal to this length. Did you see it? So if this is true, it means that this length here is going to be 3. So let's adjust this. This length here is also going to be 3 units. The total length, we have it as x. So what does it mean? We can bring this part of the right angle triangle. Did you see it? So let's bring it out so that we can get this total length and then find the value of x. Let's do it together to have. This length measures 3, here measures 3. So to get this longest length, we are going to now have, let's call it also p. So this is the length opposite to the right angle. It means that p squared is 3 squared plus 3 squared. So we have p squared is, this is 9 plus 9. And that gives us p squared is 18. Add this is 18. So to get p, we are going to take the principal square roots since you are working with sides. So P will be, the square number here is 9, and 9 times 2 is 18. It means that P is square root of 9 times square root of 2. And in that case, we are going to have P, square root of 9 is 3, and that gives us 3 root 2. So this is the value of P. Now that we have known this length as this, it has given us 3 root 2. It means that we can get the total length so that we can now use it to find the x. Remember, its right hand goes here. So let's do it to have. Now bringing out this part of the right triangle, this is what you have. The whole length here is x. This whole length is x. And this one is given as 3 root 2. From here to here is 3 root 2. Plus from here to here is 3. From here to here is 2. And from here to here is 2 root 2. So add this plus this gives you 5 root 2. Add this, it gives you 5. So this length is given as this. Now to get the value of x, remember that this side is the side opposite to the right angle. So if you apply your Pythagorean's theorem, we are going to now have this side square it. 5 root 2 plus 5 squared is equal to these two sides squared and summed. So we have x squared plus x squared. And that gives us 5 root 2 plus 5 all squared. Add this, it gives you 2x squared. Divide by 2, divide by 2. This cancels, so we have x squared is given as 5 root 2 plus 5 all squared, and then is divided by 2. And remember we said something about the area of the square, that the area of the square is given as x times s, which is x squared. So it means that this value we have gotten is the area of the square. Now let's collect all that we have gotten so far together so that we can find the area of the shaded. So we have area of square is given as 5 root 2 plus 5 all squared and is divided by 2. Area of the big circle, we got 9 pi. And then the area of the small circle, we got 4 pi. So let's get the area of the shaded. Area of the shaded, like we said, is going to be the area of the square, which is 5 root 2 plus 5 divided by 2. This is squared minus the big circle minus the small circle. So what do you do now? Let's try to simplify this. Let's Q this in the calculator, then square it and divide by 2. Let's do it to have. So this gives us 72.855 approximately. This will give us minus 13 pi. Q this in the calculator. It gives you area of the shaded is equal to, so we have approximately 32 squared units. So this is the area of the shaded part. And I hope this really helps you. Don't forget to tell us how much. Like, share this video. I'll also be curious to see your own method. You can ask questions. I'll be there with you in the comments. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So have a lovely day. Bye.